Japan, Korea. Thought the battery had gone, but normally the battery just goes. The food's fantastic, and they just don't have to do anything. It's 7 a.m. and I'm alive and kicking. Normally don't get out of my pit until about 8. Now, I'm not sure if it's because of the diet and the exercise, or it's because of the fact that I'm getting old. Better keep tabs on things or keep checking, and if in the next few weeks I end up queuing outside the post office before anybody else does, maybe it's because I'm getting old. I don't know. So I just thought I'd fill you in on what I've been doing this week, which kind of started with Beau's birthday and then my birthday and a few other ups and downs that have been going on. I've not done much filming this week. I've been busy with other stuff, but that's another story. So yeah, last Friday started off absolutely fantastic. I went for that breakfast, and if you haven't seen the video, watch it. It's there. It's without a shadow of a doubt one of the best breakfasts I've had in years. But bearing in mind I don't really have that many breakfasts nowadays, but it was wonderful. Until I got a comment from Graham, one of my subscribers, thanks Graham, that you can actually have fried bread, and if you just ask for it. And that was my one criticism, that the toast was more like hot floppy bread. Fried bread would have been the absolute icing on the cake, but it was really, really good anyway. And it was the first carbs I'd had in like 3 weeks, and everything just tasted wonderful. But then it was pouring it down, and it was a bit of a horrible day, to be honest. And then I went out, and then Beau, it was her birthday. We went to Pomodoro's, a wonderful meal. I didn't really film much of that because it was just our little thing. But then when I uploaded that video, I had a lot of comments about, it's Japan, 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 Japan. I'm like, what? And then I look back at the video and I'm like, what? What am I talking about? I had no idea at the time that I said Korea. It's bizarre. Not only, okay, if it just said Kyoto, right, I could kind of understand myself getting it wrong and going, oh, what an idiot. There's a bloody big Japanese flag right in my face. And after I told Beau anyway, and she was laughing. And then the funny thing is, she then showed me a photograph, well, a little clip of photographs from back in 2014. And what Beau really kindly reminded me of, that in 2014, I was the kind of like the head of the department in English, and we had a wonderful arrival being the ambassador of Japan to Thailand, and he came to our school, and I represented our school, and I basically hung out with him all day and helped him, and his English, because he could speak English. It wasn't brilliant, but he was good enough, and it just made it all the more embarrassing. I mean, here's some photos up here. It was a brilliant experience, but it just made me saying it, just kind of like rubbed the salt into the wounds about the fact that I said it was Korea, whatever. And as I said to a few people, put it down to another senior moment, which is what I was referring to at the start, or I think more realistically what it was is when I'm filming, I look through this. I don't necessarily always look with my eyes, that sounds stupid. I look through the lens and I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. So I'm putting it down to that anyway. I'm not going mad or that senior just yet. Anyway, so we had that, and then on the Sunday, that was Friday, and Sunday, we went to watch the football, Khon Kaen FC again, and they won 2-0, and that was fantastic, and they're pushing now for a potential promotion to the second division. They're not so high, but it's just great to go. I didn't film any of that because I've already shown you one on that, but I may in the future actually just start showing a few little snippets of the games I go to. I don't know if it's of interest to you. Tell me if you want to or not want me to show any of it. I'm not going to show the content I did last time, but just little snippets here and there, something that may be funny or not, I don't know. And then on the Monday, was it? Or Tuesday? I can't remember. It was my birthday anyway. And it was my choice of where to go. I decided not to film. I didn't want to go. And my choice was to stay in. But Beau wanted to go out. So I decided that we go to what is, in my opinion, the absolute best noodles place in the whole of Khon Kaen. Because the whole weekend I decided not to do keto, and we just ate normally, had a few meals and did normal things. I just cut out beer and other things. And they do the absolute best duck noodles around. It used to be a tiny little place that opened at night, like a stall, and had a few little tables and chairs outside a gold shop. And we'd go there and it was fantastic. And then they suddenly moved. But they didn't tell anybody where they'd moved. They don't use social media, they don't promote themselves, they don't do anything. There's not even a bloody big sign outside of the restaurant. And it became a bit of a big thing with Thais trying to find it, and it was big on social media, but not from them, but from influencers, are they called, trying to find it. But the food's fantastic, and they just don't have to do anything because the food speaks volumes. It's brilliant. So I'll leave a link for... I'll actually get Beau to see if you can find it, and I'll leave a link in the description. If you're in Khon Kaen and you like noodles, especially duck noodles, it's brilliant. Sorry, if you can hear a real kind of whistling sound in the background, it's because all of the ducks that are on this lake a lot, they've all returned from their migration. Whistling ducks, hence the name. Actually, lesser whistling ducks. I would be shouted at by my brother if I got that wrong. They're very common, but it's just great to have them on this little lake here. But it was absolutely fantastic. So everyone's going wonderfully, wonderfully well all week. I say I went out with Beau, went to the football and they won, then had that great little meal, and then back on steps, back on keto, back on everything, back to normal. And then you'll probably notice that I've not really shaved for a few days. And that's not my fault. I am a bit lazy when it comes to that because I don't really care anymore. 17 years of teaching and having to be fully shaven every day. Yeah, this I'll do. The other day I had a shave and then I used the same clippers. I only use clippers. I used the same hair clippers to do my hair, and I got all the way through. The clippers just went dead. Just died on me completely. And I was like, bugger. I thought the battery had gone, but normally the battery just goes to nothing. But this time, no, just died completely. I was gutted. And it's not quite done at the back properly. I've got Beau to tidy up a tiny bit, but and these were like 1,700 or 1,800 baht. They were a good make. And I had them probably 2 or 3 years, so I'm not going to complain too much. But it was just annoying. And then, anyway, so then I went to order some more. I've got them on order, but there's nothing I can do now until they come. They're from Lazada. Now, I know some of you may go, oh, Lazada, don't order anything from Lazada, blah, 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 blah. I don't agree with that in any shape or form. If you're getting electrical goods, for me, just type in, say like, I think these are Panasonic. The Panasonic clippers, the ones I'm getting now, hair clippers. Go in, have a look, and then just go Panasonic official page, or whatever it's called, official site, that's it. Panasonic official site, and it'll come up with the official Panasonic site. And I've never in all my time had a problem with Lazada, ever. I know that people get scammed, there are problems here and there, but I've never had a problem. It's been absolutely fine. And in all honesty, half the time I just get Beau to do it anyway, because she's a real sleuth when it comes to working stuff out. She's very, very good at it, but never had a problem. And they should be here anyway in the next day or two. So I thought, oh, well, whatever. But then, 2 days ago, was it? We have a spare bedroom, and in that spare bedroom is just my big table of bed. It's properly set up for any guests who want to stay. But generally speaking, I just open the door and let the cats in. The cats like to sleep on the bed in the day. 2 nights ago or something, I went to just check and open the door, and the door handle's like this, just turning. It's like the barrel had disintegrated with it closed, and I couldn't open it. I got all the keys, a massive bunch of keys we got for God knows how many doors that don't even exist anymore, and turning it, and nothing happened. So we've got to get a doorsmith? A locksmith around for that, a doorsmith. See, another senior moment. I have a lot of them. And he's going to come round anyway. But That's two. Now, you know, a lot of people say bad things come in threes. That's what I'm worried about. Something bad may happen. No. It's a good job I don't believe in superstition, isn't it? So yeah, so it's been a quiet week all in all, but another thing I did see, I'd just gone to pick Beau up from university. I stopped off to get her some food, not me. I went home and made a bloody boring omelette. And on the way back, it had already gone dark. We saw these flashing lights, and I was like, what's that? I thought, is it an ambulance? Got closer, and then you could hear the doom, doom, doom. It's like, oh, it's like a music system, must be having karaoke or something. But as I got closer and closer, I noticed it was actually strapped onto the back of a motorbike, a little Honda Wave. I was like, what the? It was absolutely fantastic. So anyway, I pulled up in the truck. Beau stayed in the truck. She didn't want to go and see it. So I went over. And I met this guy, and he's called He started explaining what it is and this, that, the other. And he's not just some like bad lad who wants to play loud music. This is his hobby. This is what he likes to do. And I was talking to him, and this whole sound system that he set up was 45,000 baht he'd invested in it. And I was thinking, really? He said, yeah. He said there are hundreds and hundreds of people who do it around, you know, the area. For me, it's ultra Isan. But even though it wasn't my thing, you cannot help but be impressed by his enthusiasm. And that for me is the biggest part of it. I thought it was wonderful. And then he told me that on the 29th of this month, that he was going to a competition in Khon Kaen. Khon Kaen is about 60, 70, maybe a little bit more, kilometres just outside the city of Khon Kaen. And he said there'd be about 300 bikes there, all with these on the back. And at first I was thinking, yeah, it's not my kind of thing really. But then I'm thinking, well, I should be going, and I should be showing you guys, because for me this is so unbelievable. It couldn't be any more Isan if I tried. It looks brilliant, and if I can, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show it to you. It may not be your cup of tea, but just watch it, because this guy's so enthusiastic, and I'm sure all the others are going to be exactly the same. The only problem it's going to be is it'll most definitely be at night, because it involves the light system as well, and apparently that's the expensive bit. I don't know. Okay guys, I'll just about do for today. I'm now going to just nip home, get changed, put my trainers on and shoot out to get my steps in for the morning. So it's only about 7:30 in the morning now. The place I'm going to is just a little bit round the corner. It's only a few minutes away, and it's a big lake I've never ever been to in my entire life. I only saw it on Google Maps. I didn't even know it existed. So I'm going to get over there, so it's going to be new for me. I'm going to take you guys along with me and do my steps, and hopefully, because it's quite cool, there'll be a few people out, and maybe I'll get talking to one or two. Who knows? But let's just hope we don't have any senior moments. You know, but Japan, Korea, oh no, Japan, Korea, that's it, yes. Let's do a few more. Cambodia, Burma, is that Brunei? The Philippines, definitely. And is that one France? I don't know. Anyway guys, take care, see you later.